Hello everyone, this is Alka1093 and welcome to Pokemon Vortex episode 12. And welcome to a new team. Don't worry, we didn't ditch the old team forever, the Megas and all the others will be back. But I decided to bring some old ones back to the team. So Espurr is back in the team and Togepi is as well. We have Vivillon, which we caught in the previous episode. Vivillon will be having its first battles in this episode. Then we have an Eevee that we caught a couple of episodes ago that I want to evolve into some kind of evolution. I just don't know which one yet. And then a shiny Burmy Sandy Cloak, or shiny Burmy Sand as it's called here in Vortex, which Real Madge traded to me because he knew that I really liked Wormadam Sandy Cloak because it looks like a pizza. So now I get to have my shiny pizza, which is super nice. A Bulbasaur right now is a placeholder for the Pokemon we'll be catching in this episode for the straw poll, and that Pokemon is Ghastly. So, according to the list of Pokemon by location on the Vortex Wiki, Ghastly can be found in the Ghost Psychic maps during the night. So that's exactly where we will go. I don't have great memories of this place, because if you recall a couple episodes ago, we went for this Pumpkaboo Super, and then we couldn't find it for the entirety of the episode. And then I had to spend some time off screen, off recording to find it, and it still took a little while. Come on, it wasn't like a Mystic Routini. It was just any kind of Pumpkaboo Super. Anyway, options. Gonna change it to night because that's when the Ghastly appears. Let's go find it. Metallic Honedge. I do want to use a Honedge at some point. So considering this is a unique Honedge, let's go catch it. And weaken it with... Let's start with Espurr because it's a pretty high level one. Shockwave. Takes 25% less damage due to the fact that it's metallic. It's a sword. Obviously it's metallic. Why are not all steel types metallic? Oh, you could say a few things about that. Alright, let's see. Training Kiss. Decent amount. I don't want to risk it with the other moves, even though I could have really used Bug Buzz probably. Let's see if we can catch it with a Pokeball here. We can indeed. Got the Metallic Honedge. Let's continue. We have found a Ghastly. So let's go catch it. It's level 5, so in a way I really want to use that trading method with the trading accounts, because level 5s instantly go to level 100 with that, which is interesting, I suppose. Let's see. Burmy, Electro Web, 6 damage. We can do that 2 more times. Get ourselves a Ghastly. Monster! I said, Monster! And that's the Ghastly for us. We're going to modify our team, find the Ghastly, switch a Bumsnow with it, and put it at the front of my team. And now, because we're not fighting any gyms, I have to decide now what we're going to do in this episode. And I've sort of decided on 2 things. One is train against wild Pokemon, against maybe some earlier gyms, to get these Pokemon up some levels. But at the same time, I also want to go hunt for some more Pokemon, specifically in the fire maps, because I did do the Grass Starter episode, I think, in episode 7. So sometime soon I'd like to do the Fire Starter episode, and we already have a Charmander and a Cyndaquil. So I'd like to catch all the other fire starters, Torchic, Chimchar, Tepig, and Fennekin. So somewhere in this episode we will go do that as well. We also have to decide what to evolve Eevee into. Considering my current team, I'm thinking either Leafeon or Glaceon. Even though Jolteon would be kind of cool, but I want to go for a Gen 4. So it'll be either Leafeon or Glaceon after I've used Eevee a little bit. First off, let's go to the fire map. They can be found during the entire day, to my knowledge. And then we'll fight some Pokemon along the way. See what we can get. There's a Larvesta here. Burmy, go. You are definitely weak to Larvesta, so you're gonna go down. This is gonna go so well. How are you still alive? I was gonna say. Eevee, go. Tackle. That's how we do it. Alright. Hey! Torchic. That was quick. That was easy. Burmy, go. Hidden power ground. Do it again. Pokeball. We got the Torchic. That was nice. That was easy. Let's see if we can get the others as well. Chimchar, Tepig, Fennekin. I'm on my way. And not even half a minute later, there's the Chimchar. This is going a lot better than with the Pumpkaboo. Hopefully I didn't jinx it and make Tepig and Fennekin take long. Burmy, go. Hidden power ground. Hidden power ground. Hidden power ground. And so far, all the Pokemon we've hunted for have been normal, except that one Mystic Squirtle that's now a Mystic Mega Blastoise in our main team, which is really interesting. Now, I believe there was a 1 in 6 chance of there being a unique Pokemon every time you encounter something. That's just me loosely basing it on some stats that I've seen. I don't actually know the stats. Obviously, we've got just the metallic Honedge, then we've got a shiny Pumpkaboo Large a couple episodes ago, and more Pokemon like it. But the Pokemon we've hunted for so far have always been normal, except for that Squirtle, which, just purely for the statistics that I've calculated myself, don't really work. Hey, look, another Chimchar. And a Shadow Fennekin. There's unique that we're hunting for. Okay, we got one. Not really sure if I'm happy with it being a shadow, considering it's. I think the shadow is the least useful out of the 5 uniques. Also, generally, I don't really like the looks too much because it's too gray and darkish. Although some Pokemon can look really cool with shadow, though. I'll give them that. Okay, let's see. Ghastly, do a thing. Clear Smog, 6 damage. We'll just do that 3 times. We almost got them all in order. We just need Tepig now. Once we have this Fennekin. There we go. And another Chimchar. Come on. Tepig. Tepig. Did I just say catch a Fennekin? Oh, no. Once we catch that Fennekin, I probably meant, and then we catch the Tepig. Anyway, let's go find that Tepig. Not Charmander. Tepig. Not Cyndaquil. Tepig. I said not Cyndaquil. Tepig. Game, will you stop throwing a fire starter at me that I already have hunted for or already have approximately every 10 steps? I also just found a Fennekin. It was a regular. We didn't have that yet, but we already had the shadow, so I'm not going to catch it. Come on, game. Tepig. I was just thinking, the straw poll for this episode included 5 fire types and 5 ghost types, and I've already seen a good amount of the ghost types that I could have caught if other ghost types were voted for. And I just encountered a Slugma and a Growlithe. I believe those were both in the straw poll. Let's see. Growlithe was in there, yeah. I saw Sableye already, saw Dormammu already, saw Slugma already, saw Litleo already. So I've already seen at least half of the Pokemon that I otherwise could have caught. No Chimchar. That was pretty interesting. Still no Fennekin. Come on, Tepig. It's pretty interesting that we happened to just go to those locations. Obviously, the Ghastly was going to be on the Ghost Psychic map, so we could see all the ghosts there. Hey, Tepig! Yay. Found it. That didn't take too long. But it's somewhat of a coincidence that we're going to the fire map, so we're fighting the fires. That wasn't my intention when I chose the 5 fire Pokemon for the poll. Togepi, go. Ancient power. I vaguely remember stored power being really weak. Ancient power to 8. I think we could just catch it like this. Just gonna throw one more Pokeball. Look at that. Yes. Okay, then actually let's take a look at our team once again. What do we want? Eevee grass or Eevee and ice? Let's see what moves both Leafeon and Jolteon can get, because we can't just check that by going to the Pokédex. Leafeon. Leaf Blade, Last Resort, X's, or Shadow Ball. So Grass, Bug, and Ghost with a chance, well, with a big normal attack as well. By the way, I really like Leafeon as shiny. Now, if we go to Glaceon, which is somewhere right here. Glaceon is Ice Beam, Lazarus, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam. So Ice instead of the Grass Leaf Blade. Shadow Ball they both have, Lazarus they both have. Then Signal Beam instead of X Scissor. By the way, I also like Glaceon shiny. Just Leafeon a bit more. X Scissor is slightly stronger than Signal Beam, even though Signal Beam can confuse, which can be nice. No, I haven't actually come to a decision with this yet. So I'm just going to use Eevee for a little longer and then maybe decide a bit later on in this episode. Okay, let's fight some gyms, I guess. Espurr's the strongest at 17, Ghastly's the lowest. What can Ghastly do with... Oh, Ghastly has Mega Drain. Let's see what it can do against Brock. If maybe they don't use ground moves. Oh, it really doesn't do a lot of damage because it's level 5. Vivillon, why don't you go? Because you have Hidden Power Grass. Boom. Just like that. Yay. Rebattle. Not really high level though. Come on, do more damage. It's just not working. It's not working. You have to do it different. Come on. Alright, let's think of something else. We are going to Johto to Violet City Gym. Because they're lower level. So I can go Clear Smog as a poison move. And get beaten up anyway. Eevee, go do a thing. I could probably do this a lot better. But I don't want to instantly get them to level 100, whatever, by fighting against certain trading accounts. Let's see. Burmy, let's see how far we can go with Electro Web. Nope. Togepi then, Ancient Power. Come on. Togepi getting a bit of happiness points for its evolution eventually. It's gonna take a long time to get there though. I have, by the way, been requested to make a video on how happiness works in this game and how you can increase it. It's not too complicated of a process, it just takes really long. So, sometime in the future I'll likely make a video on that, I just don't know exactly when. So, I suppose look forward to it, but don't expect it in the next week, because I may not have it in the next week. I have an idea, let's check my friends list. On this account, that's my other, like my first two accounts, and then my friends, Sebs. This is my current team on Alka 193, my main account. I would battle it, but it has a metallic Pupitar level 100, so I'm not going to bother with that. Maybe Quilava has 3 level 100, so I'm also not going to bother with that. And Sebi has a couple level 100s, and yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna go train up these Pokemon a couple more levels, and then I'll see you when they're leveled up. Here we are then, with our Pokemon quite a bit higher in levels, from 42 through to 46. It's time to evolve some of them. Eevee, I have decided to evolve into Glaceon, because as I've said before, I like shiny Leafeon more. So whenever I catch a shiny Eevee or encounter a shiny Eevee, I will catch it, and then that will be a shiny Leafeon. So this Eevee will become a Glaceon. So I will have to go buy an Icy Rock for it. Espurr, we can immediately evolve. It's a male Meowstic, because, well, it's a male Espurr, so it's going to become a male Meowstic. Now with the move Psychic, Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, and Thunderbolt, that's quite a nice spread. Even though Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse don't really cover for each other too well, considering they generally affect the same types the same way, just that Shadow Ball doesn't affect normals, and Dark Pulse is not very effective against fairies, the rest is all the same. Ghastly we can evolve into a Haunter. And then let's see when it evolves into Gengar, because trade evolutions are given a level here. level 40 for Gengar, for Haunter to Gengar. So we can immediately evolve it to Gengar. Now with a move Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, Sucker Punch, Giga Drain. Once again, just like with Meowstic, Shadow Ball, Sucker Punch with the same power don't really cover for each other. Although Gengar here is stabbed with Shadow Ball, Meowstic doesn't actually have a Shadow Ball or not, it doesn't matter. Giga Drain is nice for some grass coverage, and then a Sludge Bomb to hit fairies, hit grass types. Also, we are finally getting shiny pizza! Yay, look at the pizza. Doesn't that look like pizza? I like one of the first few times I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's pizza. So, would I ever use a Burmy Sandy Cloak, or any kind of Burmy in a playthrough in the future, I'll try to make it Sandy Cloak and call it pizza, most likely. Although with a Pokemon fanfic that I am writing, I'm not sure if it'll ever be online, but that has one of the main characters will have a Burmy, and no, I'm actually not going to tell you what kind of Wormadam it turns into, just in case I do put it out. Anyway, Togepi can't evolve yet because Togepi requires 3 happiness. As you can see here, 3 happiness, and currently it's still at 0 hearts. It's going to take a while, as I said, but a video on that later. Now for Eevee, we are going to go to Item Inventory, to the Pokemon, and find us as an Icy Rock, which can really just be seen as something like an Ice Stone or a Thunder Stone or a Leaf Stone, anything like that. It's a regular evolution stone in this game. Buy items and evolve it. Glaceon. Let's go. We have Ice Beam, Blaster, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, as we've taken a look at before. We could Mega Evolve Gengar, but I don't want to do that yet. I generally want to do that around level 50 to 60, or maybe even later, like I did with the other team as well. And Togepi will just evolve when it has enough happiness. So I'll likely use Togepi as an example for that tutorial video when we get to that. Now I want to use these Pokemon for a little longer, so I'll find them each one gym of around their level or a bit higher that they can battle. Let's think. Glaceon is ice type, so it would do nicely against dragon, against grass, against flying. Claire has a lot higher levels, like not in the games, but on Vortex definitely. This is too high for Glaceon. Let's think. Celadon City Gym, where's that? Bit lower level, but let's see how much we can do. Oh, insta-kill because stab, Ice Beam. This is actually pretty easy. Glaceon just taking him out just like that. Okay, then we're gonna fight Chuck for Meowstic. There's only 3 of them. They are higher level though, and the first one can't be hit with a super effective Psychic. We can use Thunderbolt though. Meowstic a bit lower now on HP already. Psychic shoot 1 shot, but it's down, so I'll just use Glaceon, even though it's weak. Let's see, 104 for Ice Beam, Last Resort. Actually, 107 is stronger. Okay, what's next? Vivillon. Strongest moves being Bug and Flying. Saffron City? Big gym. Let's go for it. Bug Buzz. Hunter. Let's use Meowstic with a Psychic. And then I was Mr. Mime. Let's use you again, but then Shadow Ball. Dark Balls could have been used, but it's not super effective anymore on Mr. Mime due to the fact that it's now part fairy. Venomoth, let's use the Hurricane move that Vivillon has. Just like that, it's gone. And then Vivillon and Alakazam with another Bug Buzz. Yes! Next up, Gengar. What could Gengar do well? Let's go Unova. Do we see anything for him there? No. Sinnoh. We could just try Hard Home City. It'll probably be taken up pretty quickly, but let's just try, see what happens. As long as they don't use their strongest Ghost or even Dark type move in Gengar in Haunter's case with Sucker Punch, we should be okay. So Gengar takes that battle really easily. There's Shadow Ball. No Ominous Wind or Silver Wind. Or Shadow Ball, please. Ominous Wind survives, but so does the Driftblim with 4 HP. That's unfortunate. Meowstic, even though it's weak to Ghost. Gengar's Poison type, so it's weak to Psychic. Taking out Glaceon. You take the Mismagius. Or you have Shadow Ball, you can use that. Yay. We win that battle. Shiny Wormadam Sand. Bug and Ground type. So I want Electric, Rock, Steel, Sinnoh, Canalif City. Ooh, that's high level though. I think we use a bit more Gengar first. Yeah, Gengar with Giga Drain here. So we have Gengar already. But I do want to use Wormadam for the most part. Earthquake, let's go. Real nice hit. Insta KO. You'll never see an Earthquake one-shot a Steelix. Not here either, so never mind. In the regular games. It was a nice try though. And considering Bastiodon is 4 times weak against Earthquake, this should one-shot. And it does, so Wormadam wins that fight. Good job, Wormadam. And then little Togepi. With not so strong moves. What are we going to send you to do? Kalos, maybe. Laver City Gym? It's a bit lower. We could try it with Togepi, even though it's not going to really do well against Steel type. Lumio City Gym. Can Togepi do that? Let's just try this one with Togepi. We can actually hit the first one super effectively with Ancient Power. Yeah, it's not going to survive too much longer, unfortunately, for Togepi. Stored power, yeah, as we remember, that didn't do too much. Wormadam, Pizza, why don't you just go take this out with Earthquake? And then Vivillon, because you're the lowest level. Hopefully you can survive the first hit from Thunderbolt. Yes, you can. And we check out the heal list with another Bug Buzz. This makes Gengar my highest level for now. Vivillon and Togepi the lowest. I think it was kind of a fun episode. It was outside of our main adventure, you could say, just training up some other Pokemon that I'd used before. I want to bring back some new guys as well with Pizza, with Vivillon, who we hadn't used before, and then the Gengar that we caught in this episode and then used. It was fun. If you want to see more episodes like this, please let me know. Somewhere in the next few episodes, we will have the Firestarter episode. Somewhere in the next few episodes, we're going to continue with a main team to go for Elite Fours. But I think I want to have a lot more backup of stronger Pokemon, so we have more variety of that. So probably 1-2 more episodes of not going for the gyms. We'll see. I'll have to decide on that. Meanwhile, I'd like to ask all of you to go to either the description or the pinned comment, click on the link that I have there, and vote on the straw poll of what Pokemon you'd like to see me catch and train in the next episode. I generally don't get a lot of people who watch these videos to actually vote on it, so I'd really appreciate it if you do so this time. That was it for me, Alka1993. I'll see you in my daily video tomorrow. Goodbye.